Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to your D&D Nisemonogatari. Tonight we're on episode 9. So, last episode, the toothbrush episode. What happened? Well, Aragi cared for Karen's, dental hygiene, which was good. And that was pretty much the entire episode. That's the crazy thing. I mean, not really. I mean, there was a little bit more going on. There were, like, 3 parts. There was, like, the intro part, which I kind of missed something in. I'll get to that in a minute. There was the, like, Karen putting Araragi in a headlock and then Araragi, like, putting his foot on her head. That entire scene, and then it was just the toothbrush part, right? Which included Tsukihi popping up and being like, what is this? Excuse me? Which was actually maybe the funniest thing that the show's ever done. The whole, like, Karen wearing Tsukihi's clothes thing. That's just still so funny to me. But yeah, obviously we're back in the doctor's office. I realized we're back here. That's kind of cool. Though this time, look, decorations. It's no longer bare. It's no longer a bare wall. We have 2 pieces of sound foam and pochta. It's called development. So yeah, let me real quick do a little bit of a comment scroll. Though this one's gonna be small because honestly, like, the comments are mostly just people talking about the toothbrush, which is fair. I mean, what else are you supposed to talk about? But like, yeah, legendary episode, very wholesome sibling toothbrush theme. Platinum Disco. Yeah, and he is, I don't know, it's hard to tell what Araragi means whenever he's looking at Tsukihi. Like, is he trying to understand her? Is he like, I'm curious what exact scene this person means by this, or you mean by this, if this person is the you I'm talking to. But like, because there's a lot of different times that, like, we look at the characters through Araragi's eyes, and they look different, right? And like a good example is Karen in the first half was looked at pretty normally, but like at the start of the second half when he came back with the toothbrush, she started getting a lot more like sexualized and just like the way the camera was working her. So it could be like he's watching Tsukihi, like watching an animal almost, trying to understand, or maybe some of those scenes that are a little more like sexualized, maybe it's not trying to understand as much as it's like those repressed sexual desires plus L plus ratio. I don't know, but yeah, this is interesting and true. Oh yeah, and then this is helpful. Thank you, Platinum Cappy, for it was originally, this is the Platinum Mad thing, right? I was trying to find the source of her using platinum, because in the OP she says like platinum happy and all that. So she changed pretty mad to platinum mad, so it sounds like she's not that mad. So it's like a lessening, I guess you could say, or like hiding behind humor a little bit, or something like that. Well, which makes sense for her character because her entire thing is that she's got like the fake persona. So if she's using platinum instead of pretty, it's like she's trying to, like, she's putting the false platinum over the real pretty, if you get what I mean, right? So for that to be happening in the OP is kind of worrying because it's like, okay, if she's platinum happy, that means she's not really happy. She's just faking happy, maybe. Platinum Pog. True. This and then this I missed. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I missed it or brushed it off. Brushed is funny because it's the toothbrush episode. Because at the start of the episode, and I'll get to this when I scroll through, she said, like, they say that Tsukihi's immortal. I don't even know what to do with that information, because at this point, like, it's Nisemonogatari, right? Everything's like fake potentially, like it's the story of fakes. And like Phoenix, like a Phoenix, you're immortal in that you keep coming back. That's like the entire Phoenix idea. But like, it's hard to tell. I don't know what to work with that off. So, or what that information means to us. So I'm definitely going to pull that up and give it a look. Dude, people in the Discord were like, I can't believe you missed this. I can't believe you missed this. I can't believe you missed this. And I literally got so like, I don't even know what feeling I was feeling, but I was like, dude, I can't miss something this important. So I pulled the episode back up, and I just went scroll on my own time, trying to freaking find it. But then, yeah, it was the whole immortal thing. But yeah, so I'll get to that in a second. I won't hammer on it, though, in case you're still clueless and possibly still distracted from the toothbrushing scene. Lol. Yes, true and real. But yeah, no, yeah, I think, I don't honestly know how much I caught it. I think I read the word immortal, and then it just, like, in one ear, out the other. And then the toothbrush scene, during the recap, I just didn't even go to the beginning because I was too busy looking at the toothbrush scene. But we'll get it. Funny thing is that this scene was just randomly made up just to fill some pages to meet the quota. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this was actually funny. I really liked that last episode. It was just ridiculous. 10,000 years of human civilization. Would you recommend this to your family? You know what? I don't know about that one. Definitely, you know what? Don't know about this one. Yeah. And there is some good points on, like, what this means to Araragi and the relationship. So it's like I like the idea that he's opening himself up to her aspects of femininity, aspects of growing up, all that stuff that he was super against in the beginning. Because that was kind of like, he didn't want them to grow up. That's why he shut down the whole like boob thing so fast and said, you're not even half the size of Hanakawa, oh megalol. But then in the last episode of Toothbrush, he was literally saying like, dang, maybe Karen here is a rival to Hanakawa. So like, even just using Hanakawa as a base for like thing to be attracted to or whatever, or maybe not even thing to be attracted to, but just like the real deal, grown up, etc. Because you could probably say that grown up is like a descriptor. There we go. Descriptor Araragi would put on Hanakawa. So for him to see Karen closer to Hanakawa, which is something that changed from episode to episode, we could, Araragi is seeing Karen as more grown up, which I think Tsukihi is then jealous of, which is the whole why she gets to owl. She goes to get the owl. You know what I'm saying? The peak of character development, the peak of fiction, the peak of everything. You know what? True and real. And then I'll get to this in a second. Unga Boonga comments incoming, true and real. This was interesting, some of this. There was a reply, but the reply is gone now. That's what happened, dude. YouTube gets so weird sometimes. I know there was a reply here because it's just gone now. I mean, let me just control R. Now I'm getting Chick-fil-A ads. Okay, dude. Look, and now the replies are back. Like, what is happening? But yeah, okay. So some of this was interesting, and there's a mix of show stuff and then like reaction formula stuff. So reads, always keep in mind that as a reactor to Monogatari, you can never have a regular viewing experience without compromising your ability to provide interesting commentary. It's made for rewatching. You're not expected to see what I'm talking about without context. Blah blah blah. Middle ground between information, not information. This part was interesting to me. Like, as a reactor, you can never have a regular viewing experience without compromising your ability to provide interesting commentary. I'm not sure how much I agree. I mean, I don't disagree. Like, I think there's some that is pretty realistic because it is very different. So you can't like it's really hard to have a regular viewing experience. But I am a really big fan of having a as close to normal experience as possible, but then also just elaborating on everything as much as I can in order to like give everyone more insight into my brain, right? So it's like I'm getting the first watch experience because I'm watching it for the first time, right? The blind reaction experience, but I'm like all the juice in here I'm trying to like spit out constantly, right? So like I guess it kind of depends on what someone sees as interesting commentary and what someone sees as a regular viewing experience. Because yeah, I mean, a regular viewing experience for me wouldn't be sitting, like, if I'm watching Monogatari alone and I'm not on camera, I'm not going to sit down after every episode and write notes for an hour, right? Because that's kind of what I'm doing. It's almost like verbal notes. Notes is not quite the right word, but that, I'm not going to commentate on it for an hour to myself, trying to like decipher it, and all that. And then of course, like bouncing off comments, like obviously that's a lot more like interaction with the story than I think the regular viewing experience has. So in that way, like, yeah, I am compromising a regular viewing experience, but like, I don't know, is it that I'm not having it, or that I'm like having it in an additive way, or like a multiplied way? You get what I mean? Where it's like, because I'm still watching it for the first time, and a lot of these scenes, I think the way I'm responding to them off the cuff would be something like a normal experience responding to it off the cuff, except that I've usually put a lot more thought into it than somebody that isn't doing this whole reaction thing, because I'm actually sitting here for hours trying to like look at the stuff. But I don't know. It's like, this is such an interesting thing, because it's like, what's the goal here? Right? Is it to provide interesting commentary? Is it to share a viewing experience? Etc. Right? And especially if it's made for rewatching, am I trying to just do the first watch experience that like everybody's kind of gone through, in which I just kind of like I don't understand a lot of things because it's a show made for rewatching. I think that's a fair assessment. Like because that I think has some value, and it's like relatable because you know you've been there, I've been there. So like seeing somebody like confounded on like thematic elements, I mean at least it's relatable, even if it's not like interesting commentary. Though if we're looking for interesting commentary, then yeah, like some compromise would have to be made. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing, and it makes me think about like what the goal is as like this entire thing, this box around me, right? Like what's the goal here? And yes, and I appreciate that. Let's see. And so yeah, middle ground without spoiling anything is a framework of how to understand the show. So like blah, 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 more satisfying viewer experience for informed audiences and yourself. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, for definitely some people, it's just like I don't know. Like the whole formula is just such an interesting formula. Like the whole reaction formula that like people watch, like they care about this media so much that they watch other people go through the media, and I do it too. Like I watch reaction videos for the things that I really like. You know, it's just an interesting thing that I've always been kind of intrigued by, which is why I started doing it because I thought it was interesting. You know. Okay. Hopefully give you tools to read better as the meta-narrative snowballs on without mercy. But yeah, because, well, and then, like, one of the worries I have about this, just because, like, why not, I'll just talk about it, is, like, if I am told about thematic elements, right, then the experience of putting it together and, like, coming to it myself and forming, like, unique positions kind of gets compromised. But like if I just go into it completely blind and just flounder around, then that could bust down interesting commentary, which is why I think like a middle ground is pretty fair. And it's also why like even like all of this stuff, which like there's some good and interesting stuff in here, like I'm not going to just agree with it right off the cuff. I try to like stake out a portion of my brain that's just like I disagree with everything everyone says, so that like I have a bit of that like unique position that can be formulated instead of just believing people, right? Because there's a lot of different ways to read the media and read like the show. So just immediately accepting the like common consensus on certain elements, I think would be a waste of the like unique experience or whatever. But that doesn't like this is still like interesting stuff, and it gives ideas to bounce off of. So in that way, I guess my TLDR would be something like good thematic etceteras are good for formulating discussion, but they're not things that I would immediately agree with because I wish to keep the unique experience semi-intact. Ish. Something like that. Now to actually like some of this stuff. So, obvious layer that the conceptualization of his little sisters is disconnected from the young woman they are turning into. They're turning into that part of him no longer views him as his sisters. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Because, yeah, he's seeing... There's, like, the whole perverse thing that with him and Karen, right? Where, like, they're acting in ways that, like, a brother and sister, like, shouldn't act. And so, as he's becoming more accepting of her becoming a young woman, he's not treating them like his sister as much. Yeah. But, like, and so, like, that's kind of some of the stuff that I've been here with. And it is a major shift for Araragi. Which... I mean, it is a good point that he's also coming off of, like, a lot of really big things. I mean, he just got rid of the whole Kaiki problem, just had a gentle walking home with Senjo Gahara, all that kind of stuff. And you could see it as, like, a meeting with Kaiki, which, if you want to read it as, like, a future self, which I'm still that's still kind of a shelf idea, but it's interesting, at least. Seeing that Kaiki's, like, doing pretty decent would also be, like, a nice thing. But yeah, okay. So, and then if you want to, like, this was interesting to me as well. So, sun and day, like, the sun and night connection, being, like, a human versus, I would assume, vampire connection. So, like, if you're saying that Karen, being the day, is his human self, then Tsukihi, being the night, would probably be his vampire self, which fits, at least in that, like, vampire night is, like, an obvious connection, because, you know, vampires and day are, like, super opposed. So that's interesting. But like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's hard to really like say anything, right now, which I think is fair, right? which you're not expected to see what I'm talking about without the context I have. Yeah. So like on this little bit here, like obviously haven't seen Tsukihi Phoenix yet, so it's hard to tell like exactly what they're paralleling. But doing like a human vampire thing, that's a cool idea. Definitely keep in mind. It's interesting just without context that if we really want to push the analogy that Karen and Tsukihi as like human self, vampire self, like they love each other and they're great and they're super connected when Araragi's not part of the picture. But now that Araragi's getting tight with Karen, his human self, if we want to push that analogy, now like maybe problems are being caused. Or you could say like human and oddity self, maybe extend it outside of vampire. I don't know. It's interesting. It's also like, what's the difference between like vampire self Araragi and human self Araragi, right? Because he's never really, I feel like, soaked or wanted to be in the vampire self. The vampire was always like an outside. Well, outside's a bit of a weird word because he invited it in with kiss shot, right? It wasn't he became a vampire, but he did it willingly. So like even if it was an outside source, it's something he invited in. You know, the whole vampire thing. But yeah, like he's never been accepting of the vampire self. He's always been trying to get rid of it. Trying to become human, but only because of the complicated relationship with Shinobu has he gone from going to become completely human into being this like half and half mix where he like compromised that objective. So I guess there is that compromise to think about. I don't know. Interesting. Identify the source of his many forms of unspecific creeping alienation. Right, and you have mentioned that with like Hachikuji leaving. You could probably attach in, not that he's really like thought about it necessarily, but like Hanakawa was planning to leave, and oops, there's my search bar. Pog. I just read like the news. But no, yeah, like Hanakawa leaving. Because she was talking about like going on the trips and all that stuff, as well as if you really want to say like Senjugahara, like some of that's been a little bit unsteady. Though I don't know, he's not really been the one that's unsteady about it. It's been more so Senjugahara is the one that's unsteady about it. Okay, so yeah, let's honestly just watch the episode probably, or like scroll through the last episode a tiny bit. Oonga Boonga comments incoming. That's still so funny to me. Just all of that's so funny to me. Okay, episode 8. This is the last episode. This part at the beginning. It's also crazy. So this immortal line, right? You can be mad at Karen-chan, but don't be mad at me. This is a really crazy line. I like that line a lot. Right, look at this. Look how fast this immortal word pops up on the screen and then disappears. So it's like, Oni-chan, where's that girl, right? An immortal, gone. That fast. And like it says it right here too. But like it's literally 1 Mississippi, 2. It's like 1 full second plus maybe like 0.2. Right? It's so fast. And I was too busy looking at this like egg. Where she looks like she's in an egg. Like she's the embryo chicken of an egg. Does she not? This is the yolk. But yeah, so is she immortal? But then it says this is the story of just another fake. So is she a fake immortal in that she's constantly reinventing herself, which like makes her somehow immortal? Because I mean that's kind of what a phoenix does. But the phoenix idea is that like it can't die because if it dies, it just reborns. But like has she ever died in that sense? Because it feels like she's going through rebirths, or at least fake rebirths, in that she keeps like changing how she looks. Like I could see that idea being a thing. But has she died, you know? Like, what's her metaphorical death that then is causing her to go through these rebirths? Because I thought the rebirths were more so layers of lies that she was using in order to, like, manipulate situations to kind of get what she wants or whatever. You know, to, like, hide or manipulate's a fair word, how she gets perceived. But yeah, so Heard, do see these like beginning scenes where it's like the not like recap, but like the foreshadowing of the arcs are always like something that kind of go over my head. I feel like every time it's just like, what am I even looking at? Yeah. Fake immortal Omegle. We'll see. Because I mean, the last oddities were all fake, right? Because it was like hypnotism. I'm totally on the idea that it was all hypnotism. And then, oh yeah, because she wanted to meet with Kombaru. You know what the crazy thing is? Her dedication to meet with Kombaru ended up faltering in lay, is that it? In lieu? I forgot. But like, she would rather have done the toothbrush thing because she could have just taken the dub at the end, but instead she said, "Okay, what about best 2 out of 3?" You know, because Araragi was giving her the dub. It's just, and then look at the dude. Why she got mountains? Can we calm down, Araragi? Can we calm down? Like this angle is just like, can we? Oh my goodness. Or like, there was one of them that was so... I can't watch this again. Not right now. Okay, let me just get into the episode. I'm just going to watch the next one. No more toothbrush. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. Oh yeah, she's going to the store. Tsukihi is going to the store. Are we going to pick up with that? A great question. Let me take a sip out of my Dr. Pepper cream soda real quick. You gotta aerate it like proper wine. You know, like wine tasting? How they'll like let me demonstrate. Like that, where they'll open their mouth and like oxygenate it. You know, they'll let it roll over their mouth, they'll roll it through, let it hit every taste bud, open the mouth up, oxygenate it, try a little bit more, maybe a little bit of like stimulate the carbonation. It's an art form, okay? Drinking Dr. Pepper is an art form. And also probably really bad for your teeth if you're like swishing it around your mouth. But you know what? It is what it is. Maybe we can brush our teeth, right? That's how we cure it. Okay, let's honestly just watch the episode in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Which promise? Oh, that's the owls. Why are you naked again? Is that a cityscape in the background that she's constructed out of her yaoi books? Okay, dude. Okay, dude. She's just screwing around, right? No, not that. Not them in the bed. Okay, yeah, so she's just screwing. Please put clothes on before Karen arrives, though. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, dude! Oh. Okay, alright, Tsukihi, tell me about it. What's up with Araragi's shadow self? Is it like a shadow self thing? Because the crazy thing is, I would usually say that Araragi's shadow self is his, like all the sexualization, right? Platinum meaning fake, right? Platinum world, fake world, something like that. Or like, whatever. But, like, shadow self, I would, like, put into, like, Araragi's, like, sexual thing. Like, problems. Largely. Because, like, that's something that I think he... like, is on one level against... just in the way that he reads it. But I don't know. It's kind of a hype OP. I actually like this OP. This eternity, the immortal. And she's like bitten in half. She turns into birds. Gag, something about a gag. I didn't read that much. Karen, what are you doing? Always pick rock. Oh my goodness, she... see how she's looking down at him? I wonder if, like, if this rock paper scissors analogy, you haven't even told Tsukihi. That's crazy. If this rock paper scissors analogy, like who's rock, who's paper, who's scissors? Because that'd be kind of funny, right? If somebody was each of those, like maybe each of the three. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Oh wait, good point. If I lose, I'll just back out of it. He's evil. Karen. uh, yeah, what's going on? What's her like ultra? Oh, there's only two? Okay. Sounds sort of spiritual. That's funny, actually. What if she just beat him up? Like, kicked him in the face or something? Nope. What? No. Rock. Paper. That's just cheating. No, that's just cheating. He just punches her. Good. No, yeah, literally. She just gets on the ground. Oh, that's why you haven't told Tsukihi, because you just thought of it. So dumb. Okay, dude. Oh my. Some of these shots are just like, can we calm down? Oh. You see how many screenshots he's taken with his eyes? Holy. She can squat 180. Easy. She just takes it down. She don't cut it off. Wait, are you gonna cut it? She's gonna cut her hair. Wait, that's... The egg is off. Oh my goodness. Oh, egg's back on. She looks kind of like Kanbaru now. Dang. Oh, dude, she probably cheated on purpose to lose so that she would have to carry him. I could totally see that being all intentional. So tall. Dude, he's been up there for 0.3 second. Oh, and it doesn't feel good. Cut it off? Dude. Wait, that's a... Wait, that's a reference. That's funny. It's like a... What's that show? Nausicaa, maybe? Is it Nausicaa? Why is he... He's a giraffe! It is Nausicaa, right? I think that was a Nausicaa reference. Also, maybe Evangelion, but it felt more Nausicaa to me. Oh my goodness. Okay. How is this scene still going? Bro. Do not let her and Konbaru in the same room. That's all I'll say about that. Hello? Hello? Why she got that radio static voice? No. Wait. Why is he calling him Devil Boy? Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. And she's got a pin in her hair too, but it's different. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that makes a little more sense, maybe. Yozuru. What's up, Yozuru? Gaze down? Oh, wait, do you know Karen? No, maybe not. Hornet. I mean, she did get bead, so hornet's an interesting word, yeah. And devil. It looks like that's over. Oh my goodness. What is she, like, Kaiki's girlfriend? I don't know. I feel like her and Kaiki could be connected. Oh, Hanakawa. An excuse to call Hanakawa? What is wrong with this guy? Oh, she's walking now. Okay. I only know what I know. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually really weird that this girl both said Hornet, Devil Boy, and now wants to go to the cram school. Alright, later, Gator. Why do you know I'm going to Kamburu's house? Why did she know that? No. Karen? Karen, did you say something? Yeah, don't tell her. Oh, he just did. What's this girl's name? Yozuru? Something like that? What are up with all these, like, off-brand Oshinos pulling up? There's a second one. Who? About this height? I mean, was that Hachikuji height? Or was that, like, Tsukihi height? What are you walking on? Karen, what do you know about this girl? Yeah. You know something, don't you? Are you flicking her on the top of the... Mmm. Oh. Okay. She's just doing full exercises with Araragi. Oh. As good as my teacher. Who's your teacher? As long as my opponent isn't evil. As long as she's not blinded by her own sense of justice. That's crazy. Still interesting, we haven't really messed with Tsukihi much. She's a pervert. Dang, Karen is so tall. Okay. Hachikuchi. Okay, you're the one that homegirl was just talking about. Not homegirl, the crazy stranger woman. Okay, you gonna do it? That's what Hachikuchi expects too. Don't say I expect it. Listen, Araragi, you don't have to pretend. He's trying to gain the moral high ground against us right now. Oh, because you've grown so much. Surely. No, you just have interest in your sister. That's right. There we go. It gives you the excuse, right? Why is Hachikuchi in a bowling ball? Oh, yeah. Why here his three selves are arguing? Thank you for breaking it down. Yeah, now he's gonna grab her. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it was all just cope. I'm just... Whoa, balloon. Pop. Whoa. Okay, the skirt flare up. Wait, did he trip? What happened? Someone grabbed him. What? Oh, it was Shinobu in his shadow. No, that was a good move, Shinobu. Good job, Shinobu. Kiki Rara. Churro. She bit her tongue to say it correctly. Hachikuji, are you okay? I feel like you are getting hoed right now by the woman. Sure. Sure. Oh, so you can see her in the... Yeah. I think it's maybe more than half, but you know what? I'm just joking. Yeah? You could make a beef stew out of you. Okay. Dude. Oh, on the future of your development, right? No human being would ever say that. What was that? I don't understand that reference, but that was something else. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Hachikuji, bite him. Bite him. Alright, Karabuki-san. What's up with all this animation on him? Oh, it's part of the naming structure. Okay. Aww. Uh. What is that? Oh, she's back. Oh. Who are you? You sound just... Okay, so it wasn't Hachikuji that girl was talking about. It was this one. Little teal child. Wait, you... And it's the same devil boy. Oh, this is crazy, actually. I said with a posed look. Huh? Oh, Yotsugi. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to write these down. I'm gonna have to scroll back through. Okay. What's up? Oh, gave the directions, okay. Snail Girl. Dude, they know about the oddities. Wait, I'm kind of intrigued. True. And she saw Hachikuji. Most people can't see Hachikuji, right? Or, is that still a rule? I think that's still a rule, right? I actually don't know. True. Hornet. And you sent them both to the cram school. There we go. As my master? Okay, what master do you have, Hachikuji? Yeah, you don't have a master. They just end the episode there. Okay. Where's my paper? I need to write names. Okay, here's my paper. Where's a pencil? Is this different? No? Wait, I'm gonna watch it for like a second before I go find a pencil. It's not different, right? Why does it, like, feel a little different? That's Karen now. Did they swap? Did they swap the order? I kind of thought Karen was first. Maybe I'm just tripping. Wait, is that... I'm actually going to pause. Because the episode's over, so I'm allowed to pause. Wait. Who are these two? This is Kanbaru here, because it's bandage arm. Who's this other one? Do not tell me that's supposed to be like Karen. And that's Hanakawa. A Cyclops Araragi. What is this? The long hairs? Oh, Senjugahara probably. Probably Senjugahara. That'd make sense. Kanbaru. It's interesting that the sisters aren't like on the roof with everyone. Oh, look, new characters. There is new stuff. Look at this. This is Kaiki. This is I don't know her name, and this is the other one whose name I don't know yet. I mean, they said the names, I haven't written them down, so they're not in my memory. Look, okay, so she's playing with a bucket with flowers. She's got like an aura on her head. Don't know what's up with this girl. Kaiki just walking off in the distance because he left. And then that's the sisters. No, so yeah, it's not the sisters that's with Kanbaru. It's Senjugahara probably. This is such a chaotic ED. This is the best part though. Yeah, I think they switched the order, did they not? Of the sisters. Wait, how much of that was different? Wait, I'm watching it again. Okay, those are just the sisters. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're holding hands, they're just chilling. And then this is, Nadeko. And then this is Senjugahara and Hanakawa. Dude, what is happening there? Why is she whispering in her ear like that? Wait, which one's whispering into whose ear? Why is Senjugahara whispering into Hanakawa's ear like that? What is happening, dude? Do you see this? No, I hit play. You know what? It's okay. What is that? What is this, like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh no, it's someone's head. Whose head is that? Then we go into the glasses to see Hachikuji. It's like the fence turns into a head. It looks... Is that Hanakawa? I think it's Hanakawa. Hanakawa's watching Hachikuji? I mean, Hanakawa's watching Araragi at least, or at least got that info. Maybe from Senjugahara. Alright, before I even watch that thing, let me grab a pencil. I need my pencil, man. Oh, it's literally right here. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. Yeah, we're good. Pencil obtained. I need to write character names or I'm gonna forget them. Also, my headphones just pulled out like 7 strands of my hair. Okay. Alright. Wait. Okay. Bang. Okay, what do they got here? Dialogue. Shinobu. Talk of donuts, do it. Golden chocolate, good stuff. He made fun of it? That's unfair. Do it. What is happening? Araragi's like washing the new character. Is this the new character or is this Shinobu? Brother, there was this beautiful girl. No, that's Shinobu because she got a fang, right? I will punish him with the silence. Okay, dude. When I say it as Tsukihi Phoenix, it reminds me of McDonald's. Why are we talking about McDonald's? What is happening here? Look, Araragi's got a ball and chain. Did Shinobu rip one of... Oh, it's the ponytail from the trash. But how does that remind you of McDonald's? What? Okay. So. Owls. Yes. So, I think Tsukihi caught Karen and Araragi back with the owls. Because, look, they're in bed holding hands, and then it's the owls in the outline. So that's good. Kamado just... that shot of her. Just straight naked. Go for it, Kamado, I guess. Stop showing me that. I'm trying to look at the OP! Okay, Shadow Self Araragi. What does it even mean? Why does he eat her? Who's getting eaten? We haven't even seen her. She wasn't even in this episode. How is this Tsukihi Phoenix? This is just Teal Girl Central. And who's this guy? That Araragi turned into for like 0.2 seconds. Just some reference I don't get. Okay. Let me just go to the beginning. Oh, let me read the flashing bit. Okay. Such a response has left me bewildered. What could this be? I feel as though the gag part has reached its end. Could the fun times be over? Does the playing end here? What? Okay, here's my Monogatari notes. I'm gonna move my freaking utensils. Okay, threw them away. It's just plastic. Okay. Gag part. Is the gag part all the toothbrush stuff? Is that the gag stuff? Is the show literally admitting that that's the gag, and now that that's over, we have to deal with actual problems again, which are these like people that know about all the oddities? Is that what we're working with? I think so. But man, okay, so first things first, some of these Karen shots are definitely feeling themselves a bit, which I think is just reflective of Araragi's perspective of her, more so. Her cutting her hair too is interesting, because like, you know, the whole cutting hair thing is like a thing Hanakawa was doing to like be getting over Araragi using that trope. So why is, but like, freaking Karen, oh, she has a Tsukihi keychain thing. That's funny. Why does Karen do it? Because like Karen's not really, like Karen does it so offhand that it's like she does it with no intention behind it. It feels like her intention, I guess you could say, is literally just to get Araragi on her shoulders better, which is like, she describes as being like as an erotic thing. This shot is so crazy. It's literally the Araragi hair and everything. So, but like as opposed to Hanakawa. Also, let me increase the gain on my camera. Holy crap! This is what I get for using exposure freaking 6 instead of 5. There we go. Turn the lights up. Okay. Point being, Hanakawa did it for like an actual reason. She's just kind of doing it for like not really a reason, especially when Araragi's like, "Yo, are you sentimental about that?" So I mean, maybe this is her like. I mean, Tsukihi's got short hair, right? I mean, it's like she looks more like Kamado now, because Kamado has short hair, right? Let me look at Kamado. Yeah, Kambado's got that short hair. I mean, we saw it a little better later when they actually met, right before Hachikuji. Yeah, so she looks more like Kamado, and wow, Kambado's short. Like, there's like an entire like half of a head that Karen's got over her. Plus, it makes her, I guess, kind of looks like more similar to Tsukihi, because Tsukihi's got that short hair. Right now, at least. Though Tsukihi has had longer hair in the thing. Like, that was kind of a part of the OP, was hair length. So for this to be the second time that somebody's, like, shortened their hair in the arc, for, I guess you could even say, like, because of Araragi, because Hanakawa did it for, or because she was getting over Araragi, right? I guess you could say. Or, like, that change in her, right? While Karen's doing it to, like, get closer to Araragi by getting rid of, like, it as an obstacle between them and like their like this little game or whatever, like, and then for it to be in the OP with Tsukihi, it's I don't know, it's just weird. Like so many characters have like the same hair right now, like interchangeably, right? I don't know what to get out of that, because Karen, Hanakawa, Tsukihi, Kambaru, they all got like the same thing, and 2 of them just did that right now. What is this? Wait, who cares whatever I'm Kyubey. Look, it's Kyubey. Wait, holy crap, look at all this. At 8:49. Right. It's Araragi on her shoulder. Wrong. It's like I don't even know what's on here. Advanced. It's literally them doing, I'm not even gonna like describe that. And then it's got a triangle, and then it says single adult workers only. No aliens, no robots, no Kyubeys, little Madoka Magica reference, no ghosts. Aw, Madoka Magica. I miss Madoka Magica. That show is so good. Look, he's a giraffe again. He's wearing an entire giraffe suit. This giraffe thing is so odd. I mean, it's like because he's tall, but it's like, why? Why would you do that? So everything's through this gate? Is it supposed to be him, like, imprisoned again? Look how much of it's through the gate. Like, the entire first half is, like, through the gate here. And then it stops being through the gate when she actually proposes to get him on the shoulders. Then we stop seeing it through a gate. I guess they're, like, no longer imprisoned. Is that a thing? Is that what we're trying to do here? Because, I mean, I'm thinking back to freaking, episode 1, where there was, like, the lattice that kind of made Tsukihi look like a prison, kind of. Where was that shot? Or am I just tripping? I don't think I'm tripping. I think there was, like, this. So it reminds me of this shot from episode 1, where it kind of looks like a prison thing. And so now we're in episode, 9? Yeah, we're in 9. So, it kind of reminds me of that, but then that breaks as soon as... when does it break? When she, like, is like, okay, let's do it. Is it, like, the sister relationship is the prison? So, like, now that they're, again, doing something that's a little bit suspicious for a brother or sister to do, now it's gone? Is that what we're doing? I don't even know, man. Oh, yeah, and then this girl. Okay, what's your name? Kage Nui Yozuru. Kage Nui Yozuru. Writing your name here. Kage Nui Yozuru. I don't even know how to describe her. I wanted to describe her as Karen, but I can't describe her as Karen, because she looks kind of like Karen-esque, like the stereotype, but Karen's name is Karen, so I can't use Karen as, like, a descriptor. Okay, wait. Pronounce your name. Kage Nui Yozuru. Yeah, I also like that shot, because Araragi looks down at Karen to see if Karen knows her, because Araragi doesn't know her, and then neither of them know her, so he just starts, like, talking. What is this fit? She's got suspenders on. Why does she look like this? She's got tees. Why is she wearing tees? And then, like, red streaks in her hair, right? Is that Hanakawa? Wait. Why is Hanakawa naked in his mind's eye? Of course Hanakawa's naked in his mind's eye. This guy. This is funny as well. You can see, like, his hair in the camera. Or in the, like, pixel art hair. Why do you know about him going to Kamburu's house? Who are you with? Are you talking to Karen? Or, like, okay, you know, it'd be really crazy. This is complete crack, by the way. This is not what's happening. I would very much doubt this. But, like, what if this fun idea, Hanakawa was using Karen as a way to sabotage Araragi's relationship with Senjugahara? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, that'd be a crazy twist. That all this weird stuff between Karen and Araragi has literally been planned by Hanakawa just because she's jealous, and so she's throwing Araragi's own sister against him. I mean, that's complete just nonsense, but it's funny. And then look, it's like the prison thing again. Or at least bars. That's, like, been a thing they keep doing. And they do it a lot in this show. So maybe it's just a thing they do, as opposed to being, like, a very specific, like, element with their relationship. I mean, they did a similar thing with Hachikuji in episode 1 or 2 of Nisei, right? So, I don't know. It's interesting, at least. Hachikuji, my beloved. I love Hachikuji so much. Shinobu literally grabbing his ankle is so funny. His own shadow betrays him, dude. Or if you want to say shadow self, I mean, shadow self in the OP. No, not Kambudu naked. Oh my goodness. Shadow self in the OP, right? Sorry, Kambudu threw me off. Shinobu lives in his shadow. Shinobu's a vampire. So if we want to really, like, this could represent Shinobu, or, like, the Shinobu relationship he has. Ooh, what about that? What about the relationship he has with Shinobu, as opposed to the human relationship, which is, like, the relationship he has with, like, I don't know, Senjugahara or someone. Ooh. Okay. Okay, because now I'm thinking Shinobu. Like I'm thinking, who is all the relationships he has with oddities? Hachikuji, Shinobu. No others, right? No others, right? Yeah. No, yeah, just them two. Both of them, Hachikuji, Shinobu, have some similarities, and they're both like children. They look like children, but mentally they're like older, which is like an entire thing, you know. But that's like a similarity between the two of them. The two oddity relationships Araragi has. Um, so perhaps the shadow self, or like the sun and the moon thing, could be like sun being all his human relationships, and the moon being all his oddity relationships, not just vampire, but like in general, or maybe just vampire with Shinobu. But I think there might be more to work with like relationship as opposed to just like straight up vampire slash oddity, because like Araragi, while he forms relationships with oddities, but he doesn't wish to be a vampire himself. And the only reason he even has any vampirism in him is because of a relationship he has with an oddity. So focusing on the specific relationship with Shinobu might be a little better than just focusing on him having half vampire in him. I think that might be closer. Hard to tell still, because we don't really know what we're working with, but I like that idea a lot, especially because Hachikuji, as the only other oddity relationship he has, is also like similar to Shinobu in a lot of ways. I would say Hachikuji and Shinobu are very similar. Which I mean, and then Shinobu literally like grabs his ankle, which is so funny to me. And then yeah, like this girl shows up who looks kind of like an oddity. Oh wait, this is crazy. What if you're saying that like these two new characters, this human, freaking Kagenui Yozuru? What if Kagenui Yozuru is like representative of his son slash human self, or his son slash human relationships? Because she's a human, I'm pretty sure. She seems to be like a Kaiki slash Oshino slash whatever, whatever the term is for them. I'm forgetting at the moment if there is a term. And then this teal girl is the moon slash oddity relationship equivalent. You know, because it's a child-looking thing. Shinobu, Hachikuji are the only other child-looking characters. Well, that like the child-looking. Nah, that's not true. Because Nadeko Snake, Sengoku looks like a kid, and so does Karen. But like, they're middle school age plus, where Hachikuji and Shinobu are elementary school minus. They're like 8 to 9, while all the human relationships are like 13-ish plus, or like 14-ish plus. And I think Hachikuji's maybe like 10 at the max, and then Shinobu's 8. And this is biologically, right? Before people attack me for that. No, we're fine. Calm down. But yeah, so another child-looking character shows up, Hachikuji height, and is probably an oddity, looks like an oddity, smells like an oddity, makes it an oddity, probably. You know, that's kind of a guess. And then both of these characters are showing up at the time we're dealing with the two sides of Araragi with the sun and moon thing with the sisters. In which case, why would Tsukihi represent the oddity side if Tsukihi isn't an oddity? That, I guess, would be a question. Or like the oddity relationship, because if you want to just say oddity relationship, then I guess that kind of works. But like, I don't know. I think there's something there for sure. I mean, the timing of these two new characters. What's this character's name? Can I get this character's name? Is very specific. I said with a posed look. You're really going hard on these quotes. I mean, Hanakawa got her little, like, I just know what I know quote. Who else has quotes? Hachikuji has all, like, the I bit my tongue. I don't know, but this girl's, like, overdoing it. Look at how Hachikuji's looking over her, like, who's this hoe? Dude, the girl said not to tell this girl, right? Yozuru said not to tell this girl. And they both go to Araragi. It's just crazy. There you are. Okay. Ononoki. Yotsugi Teal. The other one I'm gonna do like female oddity woman or female Oshino ripoff. That's my notes for the other one. Okay. Because Kaiki's a male Oshino ripoff, right? Okay. Ononoki. I mean, the crazy thing is if I type... I mean, is this an octopus on her head? Like, Ononoki, if I type that up, am I going to get... Like, I don't want to get spoiled on her character, so I'm not going to type it up. But, I mean, Ononoki Yotsugi's probably, like, means something in Japanese, which would be reflective of what she is, perhaps as an oddity. Especially with, like, she looks like an oddity. She looks weird. And she's got, like, a thing on her head. It's a stupid phrase. And, like, look at this framing again. Like, there's this random, like, door thing in the way. I don't know. I like it. I like the composition of the shots. Okay, and then let's... I want to see... She tells him not to tell. Also interesting, though, that, really quick, that Araragi is going to clean up Kambadu's house again. He does that a lot. Like, no wonder Sendagahara was getting nervous. Because this is the second time we've seen him do it. It's been, like, within... Like, this entire story's taken place within, like, a week, right? Like, last Wednesday to this Wednesday, roughly. Something like that. I think it was over a weekend. Like, I think today's Tuesday, Wednesday in the show. Unless there was a time skip I missed. Yeah, what is this girl talking about? I just want to hear her say, like, don't tell the child. It's, like, right here, right? Dude, there's so much possibility here, because, you might get it's the same sort of thing by a girl about this high. And what do I do? What do I do about that? Be as kind to her as you were to me. Just kidding, I'm completely wrong. Holy crap. Okay, just kidding. She wanted her... Okay, I misread that the first time. Pog. So she wanted both to make it there. And then look, this is the sun and the moon getting balanced. In even balance. If she represents human and the other one and the freaking Ononoki represents, like, oddity or whatever, then this is human, this is oddity. And this human whatever that's approached Araragi wants Araragi to keep it in balance between the two by telling Araragi to be kind, you know, give both sides the same information, both the suspicious human and the suspicious oddity. In the same way that, like, he's working, like, I feel like maybe this is, like, representing, like, a worried balance that Araragi has, where, like, he's scared that, or, like, worried, I think is a better word. He's worried that he'll put too many eggs in one basket or the other, and that'll cause everything to collapse. So, like, he's worried that he'll put too much into his human relationships, and then his relationships with Hachikuji and Shinobu will, like, disappear, or, like, take damage because of that, which, I mean, Hachikuji said she might leave or whatever. Like, that was kind of a thing in one of those early episodes. So there is, like, some reason for him to be worried about that. And then the same way, if he puts too much stock into Shinobu and too much stock into Hachikuji, there we go, then he's worried that his human relationships will suffer, which is, you know, of course, like all the other characters pretty much. Yeah, I think that could be a thing going on. But, I mean, he can't, I don't know. Like, what, like, it makes me go back to the foundation of, like, what do the human relationships versus the oddity relationships even represent? You know? I do not know. Because, like, oddity relationships, like, the one with Shinobu is very specific, like a damaged goods, like, broken people found each other kind of thing, which I just still love so much. But Hachikuji is, like, not quite this, like, it's different, you know? And, like, he was inflicted with Hachikuji as an oddity, but then is freed of it, and then Hachikuji got promoted so she could be her own thing, and they still hang out. So it's not like they're connected through spirit or anything, or that they have, like, that they're broken people or whatever in that. I mean, they found each other when they were both, like, in a problem situation, but that's pretty much every character in this show, right? Has found Araragi when they're in a problem situation, or most, if not all. Most. Because obviously not Karen or Tsukihi, and not really Hanakawa, because they met before everything went crazy with the vampirism. But a lot of the characters have had that kind of thing. With Hachikuji, how it's like a crazy situation going on, right? Because yeah, I mean, if we're keeping these two sides of him in balance, which I mean totally makes sense, especially with this teal character showing up, right, and especially with human woman Andy here, freaking Kage or freaking Yozuru is easier. Yozuru and Yotsugi. It also is interesting that they both have a first/last name. I forget the ordering, but Yozuru and Yotsugi, they both start with Y and are kind of similar. Probably not a thing, but maybe there's some connection there if you like look at the etymology of the words. So I liked Araragi talking to himself, like the different sides of him, green, red, blue, and then red and blue merge together to make purple, and he's laying down. I mean, then we see Araragi splitting into different selves to argue about something as simple as talking to Hachikuji. Oh, Hachikuji's purple as well, which is kind of maybe a thing why he turns purple. Which is like, I mean, balance between human oddity, balance between relationships of oddities and humans, and then he starts splitting, which is more of just, I think, a gimmick to like for the relationship between him and Hachikuji here. But I mean, to time this gimmick around when he's probably worried about his balance of relations like falling apart, and so he's splitting as well, like in his inner thoughts. I think that's probably intentional and probably like, you know, additive onto everything else. Yeah, there's some really, I really like this weird girl. Ononoki's weird. Or Ononoki. Ononoki. Jeez. Ononoki's weird. And like they're dining with his heart or someone's heart. Yeah, it's just Tsukihi doesn't feel like she fits into this. Like Tsukihi's not around. Unless this is Tsukihi or something crazy. I mean, I don't think so. But like imagine, right? That'd be funny. It did like very briefly enter my mind. It's just a crack theory. I don't know. Definitely a lot to think about. Honestly, though, I think that's probably a good spot to leave it for this episode, episode 9 of Nisemonogatari. On to the next, episode 10. Only 2 more, and the first 2 episodes have barely had Tsukihi in it. Very interesting for Tsukihi Phoenix. But yeah, on to the next, episode 10. Should be interesting to see what happens with these 2 characters that probably represent human oddity / human oddity relationships / whatever's going on within Araragi's head, because his brain do be kind of crazy, though. But yeah, that's all I really got for this episode. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, blah, blah. I really do appreciate it. If you made it to the end of the episode, I do appreciate it. Not that many people do. You know, I can check the analytics, 8% or whatever. You're here, that's what matters. I appreciate for that. Comment down below if you have anything to say. Join the Discord and talk to me there if you have anything to say, or talk to other people. You can spoiler tag things if you would like to. But yeah, that's all I really got for this episode. On to the next. I'll be seeing you then. Peace.